Hi, in this screencast I will show you how you can create a USSD app in CloudMart. In the control panel, select an app which you have USSD API enabled. If you want to use USSD in your application, you need to enable it when you create the app. If you forget or did not select the USSD and you want to use it now, you can just drop a mail and get it enabled. Once you have USSD enabled, scroll down to the workbench section and click the USSD button. And you will see this button right here which says when USSD received. Click that and go to the USSD workbench. The workbench looks very similar to SMS even. Only difference is you will use USSD API to respond to the user. Since USSD has a navigation flow and it's stateless, we have made some adjustments in the backend to track the state for you. You need to know few things about the incoming USSD operator and the parameter it returns. Let's check what are those. Let me drop a USSD API and connect it to the incoming USSD operator. Now we can check the return values of the incoming USSD operator. Okay, we have message, address, and something called last menu ID. Message and address are pretty straightforward, but what's this last menu ID? Okay, let me explain. Like I said before, USSD does not have a state. So when we show a menu to a user, we save the menu ID of the last menu we delivered to the user in our backend. And we give it to you in the next request to make your life easier. So you can use that information to decide what to do next. Let me demonstrate it. Let's drop an if operator, a join operator, and a USSD API operator to the workbench and connect them. Okay, let's configure the if operator first. This is the important part. If last menu ID is equal to none, we will show the initial menu for the user. Okay, just keep a note. If it is equal to none, we will show the initial menu for the user. Like I said, we will use the last menu ID to track the user state. Let's quickly test it in the simulator. Okay, it works fine. Now let's try to handle a continuous request. So let's drop another if condition and connect it to our workflow and configure it. Now that we have displayed the first menu to the user, we can now compare the last menu ID to USSD1 and use the choice to decide what to do next. So if the last menu ID is equal to USSD1 and message content is 1, we show a new menu. It's always a good idea to use the join operator to compose the message because it would give a pretty nice output. Okay, let's create the menu. And right, now we can test it in the simulator. Cool, it works fine. Now that you have an idea about how you can develop USSD apps, you can use it to create amazing apps. If you are stuck anywhere, just contact us and we will try to help you. USSD apps are like little bit tricky because we are trying our best to help you to track the state, but you may not understand it at the first run, but I'm pretty sure if you keep work on this, you can create apps. So like I said, if you have any doubts, you know where to find us. Thank you.